Yeah, man, Africa is not the motherland for me. Texas and Louisiana, that's the motherland. That's where my family from. I'm from the United States of America. And anything as it pertains to reparations, or any type of American black issue, we need to be dealing with that. Why? How did Africa even get into the conversation? The Pan-African, all that we all the same, and them trying to hop in and say, man, bro, scammers, them must be scamming. They be scamming, dog. But see, we have helped usher that in, and it started with Marcus Garvey. I don't even subscribe to that bull. I don't even like to see his face a part of American Black history. I don't like what he on. And then you got Dr. Umar with the same. We're all African. Man, you don't do no business or no politics in Africa to be saying that we all connected to them. They can't fucking handle their own politics. Why would I want to be connected with that when we have to deal with the corruption over here, which we can handle, and we can't handle the corruption that they have over there? Why do I want to align? You see what they do when they come over here? They be scamming, switching social security numbers and shit like that. They do all kind of shit. Why would I want to deal with them as a nation? Why? I don't gotta prove to a group of people that left where they was from to come over where I'm from.
What we see here, we see Africa is not what everybody's saying it is. As a person that lived in Africa, I will never go back to Africa. As a person that has lived in Africa, been in Africa, I would never go back to Africa because Africa is not what everybody try to make it is online. Africa is dirty. A lot of the people be doing each other dirty. There's a lot of scamming. There's a lot of crooks. There's not a whole lot of infrastructure. Don't be fooled on what you see on certain clips about Africa. Africa is bad, man. I would never go back. My home is America. I'm glad to be American. And then Mark, they're gonna say this, Marcus, you hating on Africa. Africa is so good, why do all the rich Africans leave? Why are the same people that you see on these podcasts talking about Africa is great? Why don't they live there 24/7? Why, as soon as they there, their family is out of there? Why is it that all these Africans that we see that Africa is so great, they don't even live in Africa? That tells you right there. As a person that's been there, I've seen so much hating. I've seen so much corruption. Seen so much disorganization while living in Africa, and I will never go back for the rest of my life because it's not worth the hype. It's not. And I'm telling you because I've lived in Africa. I've lived in a country in Africa where you thought it had a lot of money and it was just a disarray and disorganized, unsafe. It just doesn't make sense for you to live in Africa. It's funny how people be like, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna go back to Africa. Good luck. But I don't like the fact that we see a lot of people trying to say, oh, Africa is great. There's so much opportunity. Man, if you don't understand corruption, you will understand what corruption is when you go to Africa. It's dog eat dog out there. Them Africans don't care about you being a black American. Them Africans is not trying to look out for you. They want your money. They want everything that you got. That's why I'll never go back. When I went there and I really saw what Africa was about, I was like, oh, this is nothing what they was talking about online. Where is the greatness at? And I was in one of the countries that has a lot of money, that has a good amount of oil billionaires, where the president is telling you can't send your money out. Nah, it's too much corruption. I don't like when people try to hop up the pan-Africanism and go back to your roots. My roots is in America. I have no want, no need to ever see Africa ever again. I experienced it, never again. You should have saw how fast I got back on that plane. It's nothing but crooks out there. Like, no matter what you see, you will always see the good parts. But what about the bad parts? There's a lot more bad parts than good parts. No, thank you. I don't see myself visiting Africa. I don't see myself going back to Africa. Africa is nowhere near like America. Everybody try to hype it up, but the same people that's hyping up Africa, where do they live? They live in America. The same people that have a lot of money in Africa, where do they live? They live in Europe. They send their kids to school in France, Spain, Italy. Come on now. You gotta really understand what Africa is about, because how do you know Africa is good if people stay? Why is everybody trying to leave Africa? If Africa is so good, why is everybody trying to leave Africa? That's the question that I have.
To act like me. Why are we even having a discussion with people from Africa? Why? All that shit been colonized. Them ain't even the original names. And why are we even having this? Is all internet talk, period. Most of us black people, Africans aren't in proximity of us. The ones that are around are cosplaying as black Americans, period. Until they go back home with their parents from their nations talking about how we are, but they acting just like us. They going to HBCUs. They taking advantage of everything we have. Cause when that white man look at him, he just see another black person. You know, everybody's Mexican to him. Everybody's a black. He not even trying to break people up in their different demographics, cause he don't give a shit. So at the end of the day, why are we even talking about, in Ghana? I never thought that was a good idea. Oh, you can come back. Why? Why the would I go over there? We built this country
And I'm gonna
alongside the
enjoy it.
Anglo-Saxon, which is being real. We built the country alongside his, and we gonna leave it, the most powerful nation in the world. We gonna leave it and go to some underdeveloped place for what?
Why would I leave America and live in Africa? Why would I leave America to live in Africa? We are the most powerful country in the world. We got people that's willing to swim large bodies of water, hop over big old gates, do everything they can to get into America. Why would I leave here when everybody's trying to get here and go back to Africa? That is the biggest con for black people, is going back to Africa. Why would I do that? I got what everybody wants. So why would I go to Africa? Why would I say I'm going to live in Africa and be back to my roots? My roots is in California, which is in the United States. I have no want, no need to go to Africa because I've experienced it. No, thank you. That is not a good place to go when you are American. Why would you do that? No, thank you. I'm going to chill right here. I'm going to be low key and I'm going to enjoy my freedoms as an American. But Marcus, you got to take care of your roots. Your roots, the people in Africa don't care about you. I tell you, I've experienced it. I've played in basketball in Africa and I've experienced the most racism from my own people. I had jealousy from people from the country I went to. They hating on me because I'm an American. Even though we look the same, they still hating on me and jealous of me because you know what? I have what they want. So if I have what this people want, why would I go there? I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm going to stay where I'm good. America is the best country in the world. Why would I leave the best country in the world and go to Africa? The people that do that is because they can't make it here and they're looking for an excuse to leave. Good luck with that. I have no intentions. I've experienced it. Will my kids go to Africa? Probably not. Because Africa is just not a place for black Americans. We are hated more than we are accepted. That's the problem. But Africa is not a destination because if Africa was so good, the people that we have here wouldn't be so stressed and so anxious to get here. They will go back and live there. We have people that come here, get education, and they stay here. They don't go back. Look at what we got with the Somalians. They don't go back. They stay here. Because that tells you right there that America is the better option than going to Africa. Africa is not where it's at. They're not where they're supposed to be. It's because of their leaders, the corruption. Why do I want to go deal with that when I live in the best country in the world that everybody's trying to get to? Yeah, I'm cool. Let me know your thoughts about this in your comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, going to keep this thing right, keep it going. Make sure you tune into the No Filter Money Show Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I appreciate you guys, and I'm out.